Hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. I was talking to my daughter upstairs. She was studying for school and she had all of her school stuff laid out in front of her, including this bag. I made this bag for her when she was a freshman in high school. She is now 19, college, year out of high school. So this bag is what, 5 years old? So it was quite a while ago I made her this bag. It is very worn out. I don't know if you can tell, but this print, I mean, has gotten worn off to the point that it's no longer, I mean, you can hardly tell what it is. It's a very loved bag. And she was like, no, but I really love it. And so I said, well, can I just make you a newer version of it so it's not so worn out? And so she's like, okay, fine. But I have to do it right now because she uses it. So I'm down here. I had to think, what pattern is this? It's the Harlequin Pouch. For those of you who don't know, I did this, you know, I'm guessing it's one of my first few videos that I did. 4 years ago, maybe. There's a tote and a pouch pattern. And it's Crafted by Leanne, Harlequin Tote and Pouch. I love this pattern. It is so cute. And so she picked out newer materials. We're going to give her a little update of her pouch. I'm just going to change one little thing on it, the way I do the top zipper. I'm going to do a folded turned end and then one tab on the other end instead of two tabs on it. Other than that, I'm just going to give her a new updated version. She wanted gold hardware this time. This was rose gold. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So, hi everybody. Okay, so I'm going to kind of set this down. I've got my new materials here. I haven't made this pouch in 4 years. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much to it. It's a great little fun, I love pouches. I just sat down and did a test pouch before this, and it made me realize how much I enjoy making just small little bags. They're fun because you can sit down and you're done within 30 minutes making a bag, and that's so fabulous. So let's do another pouch. Why not? All right, so I'm going to zoom in on my materials and my machine. You'll see what we're doing. And yeah, that's it. All right. Hi, guys. All right. Let's get cracking. I figured I could do this before kids come home from school. Nice and easy enough, right? Let me move this right here, actually. This is my favorite spot. How's that look? Oh, I'm good. Okay. Jilly, hey from the UK. Hubby says she's not your dad. That's funny. We have so many people ask our t-shirts for the Sewing the States say she's not your dad. And so many people are like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, nothing really, except that we're weird and we make up sayings, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to go over what all I have for this. It's not a lot. So you have a zipper and a pull. I'm doing one zipper tab. The other side I'm turning. I'm using Tulip Bee's Fierce and Wild leopard print. And I already had a big chunk of it interfaced with some woven. So I used those, or else it has a little bit of a stretch. And I like to take out that stretch. So you have 4 pieces total, 2 mirrored each of the top right and left. And then the lower right and left, you have 4, 2 mirrored each. Okay. And I'm using Kaya by Indolove for the bottom. She wanted purple again, like this lavender purple. But isn't that cute together? Those are the colors that she picked. And then my inside is just going to be plain gray. This is material from Wonderground. It's her, oh gosh, her Luxe, I believe is what it's called. And then I have 2 pieces of fleece, self-adhesive fleece in case I feel like it needs it. I'm not sure yet. So, hi from Nova Scotia. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Donna. Just finished up my Regina Phalange tote. Cork and bronze vinyl with copper hardware. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. Hi, Glinda. Glinda from Methuen. I know exactly where that is. What is that pouch you have hanging over your machine table? Oh, that is a pattern, the Molly Caddy, coming out by Measure and Cut very soon. I will be doing a video for that. So very soon you'll be able to get the pattern for that. All right, are we ready for this? Hi, Lucy. Hi, Jess. All right, let's start by piecing together our top. So we got a bottom piece and a top piece like this. We're gonna flip them. I'm looking at the pattern real quick just to make sure I know what the seam allowance is. And we're just gonna piece this together. Here we go. Let's make Anna a new pouch for her pens and pencils for school. Fresh, you know, new school, fresh start. She needs a fresh pouch. She didn't think she did, but I did. I'm like, yikes, you need a new one. All right, so we sew that together, and then I think we flatten the seam allowance. Yep, and then we top stitch down both sides of this seam allowance. So flatten that out, and we're gonna top stitch down both sides. And I'm keeping my seam or my stitch length at about 4.5 throughout the whole pouch, I think. April, I know, right? Pouches are so fun. I haven't made just a fun, cute little pouch in quite a while, and that's just what I was feeling today, so let's do it. All right, and now I want to do, let's actually do both the same ones, like this and like this. So cute. I love the purple and the gray and the black. Isn't it pretty? I was looking through my stuff and I don't have a lot of purple. I need more purple. Hi, Rosemary. I have a ton of pink, obviously. I have lots of neutrals, but I don't have a ton of like this lighter purple, this like lavendery purple. So pretty. All right, top stitch. Diane, yay! You should make this pouch. It is such a fun, good little pouch. You could add a wristlet to it. I'm not going to because she uses it as a legit pencil pouch to hold all of her pens and pencils and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it as is, but you could add a connector to it. I think we've turned it into a little crossbody before. Pouches are great. They're a fun, quick project. All right. And I'm not sure how she sells this pattern. It used to be free, I think, with the purchase of the tote. I'm not sure how she has it listed right now. All right, and then this side is like this. And we're gonna do the same seam. So this has like a slanted straight edge. You line that up with the edge of this piece here. That's how you get that to go perfectly. Line those two edges up together. And then it should fold up just where you need it. So you should have a tiny bit of that bottom piece sticking out right there on the corner. And that is the correct way. You printed this one out at 110% and it came out great for a little more room. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you could totally enlarge this. I found it on Sew Modern Bags for free. Yay! Thanks, Annette. So this is a free pattern. I thought it was. I thought the little baby one was a free one. That's even better. Go get yourself a free pattern and make a pouch. I did make a practice bag for a video before this morning and a practice pouch for a tester. So I've been sewing quite a bit this morning. I've declared it a sewing day. I'm not going to fill orders today. I'm just going to sew. I should be doing laundry and figuring out dinner. I'll do that later. I'm using my dark spruce thread on this. I thought it would go good with these colors, and I think it does. It like adds just a tiny bit of a pop of a contrast, but still totally matches. All right, last side here. I think probably I'm a lot faster at this than I was the first time I made a video on it. I'm just guessing. I declare sewing day. That's right, Susan. I declare bankruptcy. I called my sister this morning. I was in the shower and had like an idea about something for the business. And I'm like, that looks like a little bit more than 3/8. Nope, it's exactly 3/8. I called her and I said, hey, I had this idea. And I tell her the idea. And she's like, oh my gosh, I had the same exact idea. So we're on the same wavelength. Wavelength, right? Is that how you say it? Yeah. What time is it over there? It is, what time is it? 1:41 in the afternoon here. My kiddos start coming home around 3:15, so I got a little bit of time still. I also think I'm gonna declare it a DoorDash night because I can't be bothered. Okay, so now that I have these all pieced together, we're going to put each panel together, okay? So make sure, the most important part is to make sure this point lines up, right? So I'm gonna clip this point first, right there, and then the rest can fall as it may. Pat, my order is being delivered today. You are very welcome. I filled all orders yesterday. Working on a Susu sling. Yay! I'm 7 hours into your future. The kids over here are on 6 weeks holiday at the moment. Oh, wow. They go back on 4th September. Very nice. All right, let's sew down the middle. I'm going to go ahead and sew this one too, and then I'll top stitch both of them. Right here. Siah, the message that was for Annette. Oh, okay. That's good. Annette's fast at her shipping too, huh? And that's amazing. I've been buried in my new market project. I think I need to cleanse the palette with one of these, Katie. I bet you're in the middle of all of it, aren't you? That's funny. All right, and then you just flatten the seam, this seam right here, and you're going to top stitch down each side of this as well. This would make a really cute little pouch for your markets, Katie. Okay. Isn't that cute when it's all stitched out? Ooh, so fancy. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And, you know, you can mix up the colors so they're, you know, all opposite, but she just wanted something like this, so. We're doing what AnnaBelle wants today. Just like every day, honestly, but that's okay. Hi, Heidi. I am making the Harlequin pouch. What will she be studying? Rosemary, she is going back to school. She tried the cosmetology. It just was not her thing. She didn't love it. So she is going back to school to do ultrasound. She wants to be an ultrasound tech, actually. Okay, I'm kind of just doing my own thing here on the zipper, a little bit different than the pattern. So I want my zipper to be about 8.5. Okay, so let's work on this zipper. I'm gonna do one turned edge and one zipper tab edge, okay? So just a tiny bit different. I kind of like the way the pouch opens a little bit better that way. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, pretty cool, huh, Rosemary? She's really excited. It may change when she starts going back to school and learning different areas of that field, but that's currently the track that she wants to do. I think it's very cool. That's what you do right now? I'm at work right now. Really? That's awesome. Do you recommend it? If you could go back in time, that is what you would want to do, Katie. That's awesome. I mean, I hope she likes it. Yeah, I think she'll do good in it. She has to do all of her just general courses first, so that's what she's working on right now. So I do have an older video of this pouch, just FYI. Or I have this one. It can be stressful, but worth it. Okay, that's awesome. I've also heard traveling ultrasound techs make good money. So we'll see what she wants to do. She also thought about radiology. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so now I'm going to put on my zipper pull and then do my tab. I'm going to cut this down to where I want it. I think about 8.5 is what I was thinking. All right, and then here's my tab. I'm just gonna do a very simple sew on, fold over, and top stitch type of tab. Keeps it light. Amber, did you message me? Amber, did you message me? Because I cannot find it for the life of me. But yes, message me again so I can give you my phone number. Okay, message me again and give me your phone number and I'll text you and we can plan meetup and everything. We're staying at the Flamingo Hotel. And we're all wearing white, just FYI, in case you need to plan your outfit to match us. Even Susan's getting in on it. She's wearing all white as well. All right, so then I'm just going to trim the back here. We're going to the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Super excited. I just got home and I'm like, okay, well, I leave again in a couple days. Sorry. My kids are like, whatever. All right, now I'm wondering if I even need... I don't think I need fleece with this. I am not going to do any fleece. She's using it for pens and pencils. I just don't think the fleece is needed. So I'm not going to do it. All right. Thank you, Katie. We're super excited. I'm forcing Susan to come with us. Okay, I'm just marking all my little centers so I can get everything to line up. Yeah, I've heard it's a really good show. I've never been to the Sphere. This will be my first Sphere experience. Sphere experience. Is that a word? No, it's not. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start piecing this together. Here we go. Let's see. I know, Annette. I wish you could have come too. They were pretty pricey when we bought them as well. But I thought, you know what? I don't say no to things anymore right now. I probably will eventually have to say no. But currently, I don't say no to things. So here we are. All right. Let's piece this together. Hi, Becky. Come on, there we go. Line up my centers. Obviously, I know where my center is on here because it's my seam. You could baste this. I'm just taping and then I'm going to sandwich my lining on that. tape doesn't want to separate today. It says no. All right, I never remember which side is the right side of this material. I think it's this, so we're gonna go this way. I'm not quite sure. That looks good to me. All right. Beautiful, and I think the lining is automatically designed to be a bit smaller. So, yeah. Okay. And we're just going to do a 1/4 inch. Oh, thank you, Annette, for linking that. Okay, so for the top stitch part, you could do one of two things. You could wait, and she has you lay it all out and just top stitch around the zipper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to top stitch as I go. And this first one, I'm going to start at my zipper and end at my zipper tab. I'm not going to go beyond that. That will help with our seam on the end. When we sew it all together, it'll help it lay nicer, okay? So just be aware when you're top stitching little pouches like this, don't top stitch both layers behind all the way to the ends, because then your side seam will look super funky when you're all done trying to turn it all out. You need your side seam to be able to lay flat and open. I think that's one of the biggest little tricks to pouches like this. I know. I wish Annette was coming to Ohio as well. She'll be coming to Lynn's Handmade Retreat, though. So yay for that. Hi, Fran. Okay, so I just sewed from here to here when I top stitched. Because then when we're putting all of our layers together, this seam right here, I'll flatten it. And then when we turn it out, it'll just lay way nicer, okay? All right, repeat on the other side. Rosalind, hi from sunny, hot Spain. Hello. Okay. And then I'm going to sandwich the lining on top. I made a bag out of waxed canvas before this pouch. Practice bag for a pattern, and I love the look of wax canvas. I hate the fact that double-sided tape doesn't stick on it. Like, it's super frustrating. That alone makes me not want to do wax canvas sometimes. It's really frustrating. All right, just sandwiching on the other side of the lining, and we're going to sew down that. Okay, so your lining should be right sides together. Your exteriors should be right sides together. Exteriors. I'm having a hard time with words today. All right, here we go. Grab my zipper pull. I know, you guys, I wish we could have events all over, but I just don't make that much money in order to do that. It's a lot of traveling. We're going to have to put Sewing the States on hold for a hot second so I can pay down my credit card. All right. So what I was saying, in the pattern, she has you wait to top stitch and you lay it out flat like this. And then you just top stitch around from here, across your zipper tab and back around your zipper. So I'm basically doing the same thing, just doing it around my tab, but just doing it one side at a time. Either way totally works. You just don't want to top stitch down to the edge. Okay. Now we're going to put our layers together. Here we go. So lining to lining, exterior to exterior. And I'm going to start at the seams that are most important, which is this top seam here. I'm going to flatten it out and put those two together, and then I'll piece together the seam where everything meets right there as well. Travel is so expensive. Our hotels this last time around were kind of ridiculous back east. You guys back east, I don't know how you do it. It's expensive. I thought ours was expensive. Oh, my tag. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, we need a tag. Oh my gosh, thanks for reminding me. So I think either white or purple. I like the white. This is my favorite. I use this, like Jade asked if I needed more tags, and I'm like, I just use the white tag on everything. It is seriously my favorite. All right. Cindy for the save. Thank you, Cindy. Let's make sure this is nice and straight. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, it needs to be on this side though. Robert, I have a Southwest credit card, and that helps a little bit with flights. We have all of the different programs, but it's still so expensive. Here we go. Sponsors would be amazing. They'd be like, what are you doing? Okay, Amber, perfect. I'll look for it when I'm done with this video. I was scrolling trying to find where you messaged me, and I'm like, I cannot find it for the life of me. My stuff gets buried quickly. Also, 149 of us here, but only 27 thumbs up. Aw, thanks, Iris. I'm so glad I was reminded about the tag. Thank you guys. I would have been sad. Thank you, Cindy. Stacy, because Siah, I mentioned earlier that I got my thread order. It's also gorgeous. I'm so glad, Stacy. Yay. All right. Tag on. Now I can put the layers together. Here we go. Gosh, Rosalind, Spain is definitely not in bag making mode. It's difficult to get nice fabrics and lovely hardware. I rely on visitors from Canada. I would love to visit Spain. That is on my list of places to visit for sure. I am back home already, Terry. Yes, ma'am. I got back home, what, Tuesday? Tuesday night. Yup. It was a whirlwind of a trip. It was amazing, though. It was so fun. We are definitely going to try and plan to do a workshop, hopefully at my handmade space in Massachusetts next year. So stay tuned for that. That'll be super fun. If you want to visit Spain, we have a lovely guest suite. Oh, just 100 meters from the sea. Oh my goodness, Rosalind. That would be amazing. Susan, she was a good sport and let me go to Yale and visit and eat a lot of seafood. Yes, I did. This is true. I don't need seafood for quite a while. I have had my fill for a hot second, so it was good though. Okay. Hi, Allison. Good morning. Let me just look real quick. Hole in the bottom. Yep. Okay. We're using the bigger seam allowance for the whole thing. All right, so let's do it. Hole in the bottom. So I'm going to start like right here. And then we're just going to go around. One more. Hey, Susan, did you see that invite to Spain? Hi, Hazel. A friend from Arizona brought over 8 spools of your lovely thread last September. It was like Christmas. Oh, that's so awesome. Alrighty, now I just have to box my corners and then we will turn. It's on the list. I'm gonna trim my seam allowance down just a little bit as well. Doesn't need to be as big, I don't think. I'd love to have you come to Florida to sew. Miss you, girls. Hi, Kathy. Miss you, too. I got to sit in the military airport in Rota, Spain for 6 hours. Not fun. I had our 2 very young boys with me. We could not leave the airport. Oh, because we were stationed there. As soon as Siah gets a sugar daddy. Ain't that the truth, Susan? Taking applications right now. Right? We tried to walk around that port with all the yachts. Not a sugar daddy in sight. Okay. I'm going to reach in and box my corners. You can flatten or you can nest. I am going to just flatten. I feel like I did bigger boxed corners on AnnaBelle's pouch. These look way bigger. I made it bigger. Look at that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a little bit bigger boxed corner here. I got half and half. Let's go a little bit bigger. Let's do a little bit bigger. I'm just doing a 1/4 inch bigger. Lee, it was so nice to meet you too. My big old nose is in the camera. Sorry, guys. Find one with 1 foot in the grave just to be safe. Absolutely, Lori. That's a requirement. Funny. All right, let's sew these corners on this side, and then we'll do the lining as well. I'm going to have to cut the lining box corner bigger as well. Wendy, ain't that the truth? I need someone just to give me their money, basically. You guys are funny. I'm going to do 2 rows of stitching on these. Just for good measure. And trim it down. You guys are funny. All right, let's cut these a little bit bigger. I'm like, if I just sewed it at a bigger seam allowance, it probably would have done the same thing, huh? Duh. These ones I don't care enough. I'm just nesting these ones. All right. Sometimes measure the corners inside the stitches on the seam allowance. I don't know if that's the correct way. Yeah, I'm sure there's multiple ways I could have done it. It's fine. It's just a pouch for my daughter. I figure it's not that big of a deal if it's not the exact correct way. It'll be correct enough, right? All right, let's turn it. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm glad I went bigger on, because look, I think I did that on this one too. I went bigger. See? Oh, look, it lines up perfectly now. Good deal. All right, I'm going to make sure and get these corners really poked out good before I close up that hole. Just push my finger in there. And this one should lay nice because it's the turned edge. All right, let's close up this lining and then we're done. That's it, guys. And then AnnaBelle has a new pouch. New and updated. Gotta love that. Is that vinyl a lilac color? Yes, it is from Endo Love. I've had it for quite a while. I'm not sure if she still carries the color. It's her Kaya line. It's pretty, right? All right. And then the leopard print is Tulip Bee. I did a big old mix match. And then the inside is Wonderground's Luxe, Nylon Luxe. I figured that would be a good lining for pens and pencils and whatnot. Because I didn't have a thicker waterproof canvas at the moment. All right. She's won the new bag lottery lately. Yeah, she has. I need to fix her Mr. Heckles because she loves it so much. The handles have ripped off, and I think I have a fix for it, so I need to do that. All right. New pencil pouch for the Anna Banana. Just gonna squish, and squish this out. Ta-da! All right, new one, old one, all done. What do you guys think? I think it's a great updated version. This one's, I'm sure she'll wanna, I can guarantee you she's still gonna wanna keep the old one. I probably can't talk her out of that one, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, go check out this pattern. It's a free pouch pattern. Kids going back to school, they love pouches. This is perfect for, it's the perfect length to hold pens and pencils. I'll tell you that right now. Again, AnnaBelle carried this throughout 4 years of high school, which is crazy. 4 years of high school, this is the only pencil pouch she had. She didn't want me to make her a new one. I kind of forced her. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any comments or questions. I hope this video was entertaining and helpful. Please like and subscribe, you guys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll link all the materials plus where you can get the pattern down in the description below right after this video is over. So it'll be there for you to access, and that's it. All right. Have a good Thursday, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.